Yo, what's good? So I've been having this thing on my mind for the longest, and this realization and shit. So I'm just gonna share it. So I was at the gym, and I usually do this cardio first, then I'll lift weights and shit. But I've been really pushing myself to do like very intense cardio to build up my stamina, but like my stamina back. So what I did, I just started building up from like 10 minutes to 20 minutes, 10, 15, 20, so on and so on. So I reached the 40 minutes. At every 5 minutes, well, I start at 7, and then every 5 minutes, I increase the speed to 2. I mean, to 1. So I notice, I notice the doubt and the fear pretty much. I noticed the fear was creeping up because I asked myself, I was like, yo, should I stop? Because I felt my knee, I felt certain things. Nothing crazy, nothing like to say, like, oh, we about to fuck ourselves up if we continue. Nah. Simple urges to stop. And I noticed that and I paid attention to it. And I was listening to it. But after that, I told that motherfucker no. Because there's many times where I listen to that shit and I'm thinking, it's probably my good judgment and shit to stop or whatever. But I noticed I was I was already at a threshold. I was like at a bottleneck. Because like I noticed every time I'm doing these 40s or the 30s or the 35s or whatever, it's getting easier and easier. But to push the threshold, because I've never done like 40 in a complete state, I'm just like on a consistent basis. It's just like, huh, oh, copy. So I was like, oh, look at it from a bigger perspective. This is how fear operates in majority of the things that we do, especially the things that we want to do. The fear is there. And sometimes it will pop up as your own ego, trying to stop you, people, circumstances, and all the other shit. But that's when I realized, no, okay, no, continue, push through, persevere, be resilient. So while the counter was building up or whatever, and I reached to, it was around 35, and no, it was reaching 35 minutes, and I was about to reach my last 5, and I just told myself, no, we're gonna push through. I have my playlist on. I have a particular type of playlist when I go into the gym to set me in a mindset. Um, and I realized it's like, oh shit, I conquered it. I got over it. Going through. As soon as I broke the 5 minute mark, I was like, oh, what am I stressed about? And it was not even that hard. I'm thinking in my head, it kind of imagined that it was gonna be much harder, or it's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna be stressing. I'm gonna look crazy as shit. Nah. Fear what you don't know. But if you just push through, you'll be surprised. But this is it. Oh, what do I was fearing for? I was like, nah. I continued it. I finished that shit. Yeah, I was out of breath and shit, but I was proud of myself that I saw the ego acting up with the whole the fear tactics and shit in my mind, and the certain body feelings and shit from always hitting that plateau. Once I broke through that shit, I was like, oh shit, I could definitely do the speed on 11 on the Stairmaster for 5 minutes straight after building up from 7. So yeah, it's you gotta what I do is I understand the emotion that's coming through, the fear emotion. I understand it. I I put it in its place where it needs to be, and I release it. Put it in a bin where we don't need to deal with it. We don't need to focus on it, and just move on and stick to the goal. I have my goal. Everybody has everybody has a different goal, but are you going to go and achieve that shit? There's times where there was times when I couldn't even do 20 minutes on the Stairmaster. Okay, cool. There's times when niggas lost a fucking match on Call of Duty, but you still continued and played, right? You still had fun, right? Have that mindset for everything in your life, especially the shit that you really want. This shit's a game once you look at it like that. If you look at it like it's hell and it's all this misery and shit, then that's what, you know, that's your perception. That's how you're gonna view your life. Change your perspective. Change your perspective. That's all. That's pretty much. You're not gonna understand the process of things unless you do it and understand. There's a method to everybody's madness. You just gotta understand your method and understand that you might have to change your methods because maybe the methods that you're doing doesn't correspond with you, don't resonate with you, don't flow with you. It's not in your nature. I had to take the time to find out who I am and how I move and what I need to align with. And that's what you need to do. Simple as that. The shit I do, I know a lot of people can't, a lot of people's mindset won't let them do it. But if you believe in yourself wholeheartedly enough and you don't let doubt linger and shit for you to just start doubting yourself and not pursue what you really want to do or just accomplish some shit, then you're just gonna be not even average at best. You're just gonna just be it just be ugh. Don't be a ugh, brother, sister. Don't do that. This is just something that I just realized, and I just wanted to share it because I know somebody would love to hear this, or somebody needed to hear this. Because I was like, oh. And it's just like in everything, but we don't pay attention to shit. We just, oh, I do this, I do that. To have the same mentality you have for shit that is so easy for you to do, and you know in the back of your hand, have that same mentality with understanding things that you want, understanding the desires that you want to go after, and become that. You've become the janitor, the hairstylist, the eyelash person. Why can't you just become the best version of yourself, who you're supposed to be? It's not that hard. We make shit hard. But take the time, forgive yourself, forgive whoever, put the programs in you and shit. But I'm talking to people that's ready to be adults and shit. You know what I'm saying? Take accountability for their life. Whatever you did, take accountability. Whatever you didn't do, cool. I still take accountability. And I handle my shit. I don't get reactive no more. I get proactive. So why waste all that energy being reactive because shit's not working out when I could just look back, take the L, analyze, fix what I need to do, and that's it. It's just like COD. Look at it like COD. For my COD niggas, you know, you got a gun, and even with the base model and shit, it's cool. Could be better. I need extended mag. This clip too small. The barrel, I got no stability on it. Alright, still gotta use that bitch until you level that shit up, till you get all the attachments, the right attachments to make the gun its optimal use. Look at yourself as the gun. And you have to use yourself, understand yourself, know how, you gotta know how the recoil pattern with the gun. Understand the feel with it. You gotta understand yourself, know how you operate, know how you express yourself. Type shit. You know? Yeah. And once you understand the gun, you will unlock other attachments, skills, gifts, abilities. Type shit. And then you can attach them and shit. You can mix and match, see which ones work, which ones coincide with each other. And then, you can have like you can set up 5 skills and shit for the most optimal way for you to use yourself, the gun, and be precision, be precise, aim at your target, and get the confirm. Type shit. And shit, you could get a shit, and there was earlier models of Call of Duty. You could have got a fucking an ability to add more attachments. So imagine if you the top gun, you don't even need attachments. You saucy already without the attachments already, right? And imagine you use yourself, you understand the gun, you know your gun, now you're using it on a different type of level, and then you have all the attachments. And now you have different abilities, different things you can equip and acquire to yourself now that you understand yourself. And now like, oh, I have the irons, I could use the iron sight if I want, or I could use a red dot. Boom. Extend the clip. Maybe I don't even need to extend the clip because I can use a regular mag and I move much faster. Boom. But then when you have your whole load up, undefeatable. That's why there's certain guns that still, but the fun thing with life, you ain't gonna get nerfed though. That's the thing. You're not gonna get nerfed. Yes, in these games, like, yeah, the new gun on the block come through and start fucking up the temperature of the pool. You know what I'm saying? So, but up here, when, in life, you ain't gonna get nerfed. The only way you get nerfed is when you fall off. That's how you get nerfed. When you fall off and you forget yourself. So, don't nerf yourself. Start looking at yourself as the MC, main character, for those that don't understand. Start seeing yourself as the main character in your life. You're the main character. But here's the thing. Always remember, everybody's their own main character in their story. Sometimes the main character in somebody's story might not be yours. So make sure you know who you are. Type shit. But this is my first video, so just wanted to share some shit. I probably was all over the place, but if you understand, you understand. Love you. Mwah.